Hello, welcome back to Valkyria Chronicles. I know it's been an awfully long time, I do apologise, but I have finally set up the recording software here. Hooray! It only took me 3,000 scrapes on my arms and half a bottle of wine, but I have pulled it off, so let's get ready to do the wooden snare. It's a good one, so trust me on that. Oh, you should trust me on that anyway. In case we had a recap... Oh, here we go.
The Empire retreated from Barius, and Squad 7 began its return to the capital of Randgrease.
Which is important, since we need to get back there, really.
I'm worried, boss. The scouts were due back a long time ago. Haven't heard a thing.
Welkin, we should look. The enemy could be closer than we think.
Right.
It could be, but isn't. Also, this is just silly. Oh, dead. Never mind, game over. Don't mind me just drinking more wine until I need it.
Where are you going? Don't be an idiot! Who's gonna drive the tank if you get hurt?
Largo, we've got to move our butts now. 2 more minutes and we'll be dead.
This is where the game kind of ramps up a bit and sort of you really... They are in a war.
We're outnumbered. Everybody take cover.
Come on,
Sometimes you do forget.
Now.
It's kind of cutesy up to the point where it really shit starts hitting the fan a bit more. You'll see what I mean in later episodes more than this one, but the parallels between this and World War II are quite evident, especially with the Darksons and the Jews, in terms of what happened. Especially with what happened to you, see what I mean.
Where?
Welkin?
Oh, good. You're awake.
Oh, they're not dead, that's always a plus.
Where are we? Is everyone alright?
It looks like we got separated when that blast threw us down here.
Oh.
Alicia, there are probably still Imperials camped out up there. It's just a matter of time until they spot us here. We should move as soon as we can. Are you hurt anywhere? Do you think you can walk?
I think I'm fine. Ah! Scratch that. I think my ankle sprained, actually.
This is a bad thing, especially when trying not to get shot.
But I should be okay. It's not too bad to walk on.
Sorry, I know it hurts, but you've got to tough it out for now.
Of course.
Great. Now, let's try to sneak out of this mess before we're spotted.
Okay, so this basically brings us to the episode. Now, I apologise because this isn't the most exciting action-packed one. If anything, we're going to avoid a vast majority of combat in this one. It's kind of a stealthy kind of mission. This is really the only one of this kind in the game, which is interesting, but bizarre at the same time. Now, if you can see over here, we've got episode 5, which I can't show you because I was pointing my finger rather than the mouse and the cretin. Anyway, episode 5 over here is, I suppose, the main mission of this chapter, but this is kind of a little side one. A good one to get back into, get used to the story again, and more importantly, make sure my recording equipment works. So, first things first, what we do before we go to any episode, which is save the damn game. I don't think there's any upgrades to have as of yet that I didn't already do, so we should be good to go for this episode. Right. Let's get cracking. Right, let's get going. You'll see what I mean about stealth when we get into it. Now, an A rank on this mission, if I recall, is 4 turns. We have 2 people, and we can move them like 3 or 4 times a go, so we got like 16 actions or so.
Here's a map of the area. Looks like they've got us surrounded.
This is not a good thing, of course. This is that map. Now, okay, so we'll wait till Welkin's finished talking. You'll be the only 2 units out there in your position to predetermined. Doink, we're here. Now, what we want, from our flag, we are heading sort of, well, you can see by the arrow, but we're going a slightly different route to that. We're heading along the back row of trees, up the bridge, and round to where the Empire flag is, and sort of up and back around. It's kind of like a backwards, sort of like an S sort of shape. Sort of backwards S sort of shape. Like a 2, I suppose, is what we're doing there. Due to the darkness, you'll be dealing with far more limited visibility than you're accustomed to. You'll see no sign light for the enemies that set a distance away, and you'll be unable to see them in action mode. This is a darkness style map, there's only a few of these, so... You also don't have access to the wireless communication equipment in your tank, meaning no orders. Be careful. Alicia dies, Welkin dies, 20 turns pass.
All right. Ready to start moving? Let's sneak out of their perimeter without being spotted.
Let's do that, indeed. It's a tricky mission, but not an impossible mission. But what makes it trickier is the A rank in this. Trying to do what we're going to do. And you'll see why.
Wow. It's really gotten dark.
Nighttime does that.
The lack of light means it's harder to see enemies in the distance. So watch.
Oops, sorry.
Ow!
Is your ankle gonna make it?
Sorry. I don't know how much I can run like this.
That's all right. You set the pace and I'll follow.
Right. Yes, we get the wonderful mortar. And I'm not sure if the mortar's shown up in this game yet. I can't remember if we've seen it yet.
Is that sound a mortar?
Have they spotted us?
No, their aim is too far off. They're probably trying to scare us out with it. If we're careful, we can predict where they'll fire and steer clear of the target area.
Okay. Now, the mortars pretty much do what this is on the tin. This area around here will be bombed to hell. Anyone in it is either going to be mortally wounded or dead, which is not a good idea. Now, these spotlights on the map here, etc., etc., they will flag the mortar to your position. That means the next turn it's going to be a hell of a lot more accurate. Otherwise, it has set positions of about here, the bridge, and a generic grassy area. You can be very close around the circle. You can kind of be on the circle at the very edge and not be blown up, so you can use that to your advantage. Now, but with this A rank, for those following along, I know it's been a very long time, so you have great patience if you have. You need to save at the start of every turn. It makes it a lot more manageable. Because this mission, any small mistake bugs it completely, which why you don't want to waste any AP. As you can see, Alicia is not doing so hot. Now what we want to do is using bridges out, can't use that bridge. Well, preferably avoid mines as well. That's a really good way of ending your go extremely quickly. Yoink.
Enemy unit spotted!
Yeah, there's an enemy unit over there, which Alicia spots by the power of magic.
Hey, Welkin, what's that light?
Oh, that's a luciferant. It's bioluminescent, the same sort of thing as a firefly. Hey, wait. The luciferant feeds mostly on manure. There could be an animal trail here. With luck, it might let us sneak past without the enemy spotting us.
Okay, that's a really complicated way of just saying this is a better way of going. But like I said, we really have to abuse as much AP as we can here. We need Alicia to get as far as she can.
Okay?
Welkin can catch up, no problem. We just need her to get to certain points. Now, the first certain point we need is that bloody flower. You ain't gonna get an A rank without it, let's put it that way. So we gotta park our ass pretty close to it. About here-ish. Which is fine. Now, what we do, we get Mr. Velkin.
Ready to go.
He can go along this way. Now, Welkin, do not stand on the landmine. There we go, you don't need to really worry about that. However, we get an extra event here.
These leaves. Great. This is Ponicera.
What's up, Welkin?
It's a wild herb that works well on bruises. Just have to grind the stem and leaves down. Alicia, let me put this on your ankle.
It kind of stings, but I think it hurts a little less now. Thank you, Welkin.
Okay, let's push on ahead. We might find more Ponicera growing nearby.
Okay, so what that essentially does is makes her have more AP, which means we can move a bit quicker. Now, Mr. Welkin, what we need him to do is take out this turd over here and wait for the bridge event. Now, we don't need to kill that many people this time, but... Ah, come on. By the way, this is why you save every turn, because if he ducks this... Cool. If he ducked that, of course, we've basically stuffed it, and we have to start again, which means this mission's a very finicky one.
Yes!
Yes! I committed murder! Well, I suppose it's self-defense. Whatever. Now, we'll get Welkin as far as we can. Bear in mind there's a landmine there, so we need to just work our way around that. And not walk on it. There we go. That'll do. Now, the enemy doesn't really move that much on this map. One of the guys patrols, but otherwise. Also, no music. It's because it's nighttime. This guy goes shuffle, 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 shuffle. That's what he does. He patrols. He's a more annoying one, because he's a bit of a pain in the ass to shoot, that shuffly boy. Now, you can not kill him or kill him. Depending on how it goes, I might have to kill him. We'll see. Hooray. Boom. And that's why you don't want to be by that. Sorry, don't mind me, I've got my notes here. I did this mission before I recorded it, so I can redo it. Right, I didn't do it when I didn't save it either when I did this the first time, which is very good. I had to make notes of where to stop my characters because it's been so long. Anyway, we resave. Just save over the old same file you've been using. No point nuking each one. Right, I personally use Welkin first.
Here we
It's
go.
a bit easy to scout. Alright, first things first, let's not stand on the landmine. Go slightly around.
Gotta love nature.
Yeah, and they point out the thing I mentioned earlier here.
Searchlights. This is bad news.
What do you figure will happen if they see us?
They'll radio our location to the mortars and we'll see them land a whole lot closer.
Not high on my list of good things. We'd better keep our heads down out here.
It's not a massive problem, but it's problematic enough. Let's put it that way. It kind of just means that the mortar gets more in your way, but you can still work around it. Now we want to end up about here-ish. There's a blokey in the grass here, I can't remember where he is.
Hostile sighted!
There we go. Whoop. Welcome in. Sorry, I was pushing the wrong button. I've been playing Valkyria Chronicles 3 on the PSP, and that uses square as the attack move. But of course, that's not going to happen in this one. How about there?
Now!
Oh, he didn't die. That's fine. Either way, just ignore that, and we end up around. Just gonna wait for the searchlight. Remember, the other thing to remember, there's no rush. When you're not moving, there's no timers, so you just wait for it to go past. And sort of end over there a bit. Right here. Da 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 da. Right. Oh.
Moving out!
Da, 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 da. Yeah, this does take a bit of time. This is why I say don't worry about the spotlights too much, because you're probably gonna end up getting caught. Look at this lady. Small sprain. But the sort of goal is to get Alicia as far as humanly possible in the turns. There we go. And we're gonna end up near Welkin. It's not gonna be like perfect. But it's gonna be close enough. As long as we don't get caught by the spotlight, we should be fine. And go. Oh, really? Typical. Oh, well, again, not really a problem. We'll just keep moving. What we'll do, however, is grenade this gimp in the bushes over here. You shoot me, you swine. Have a grenade, because chances are, if I try and shoot you, I'll miss. Boom! Dead. There we go. She says. Excellent. I'm pretty much as far as I can get for this turn. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Yeah, and that's pretty much all we'll see. The main difficulty is going to make sure to get Alicia to the evacuation point within the required turns. Could be. I think we get an extra mortar shot because I've got soon. Yep. Boom. That's all it does. Like, it's a case if you accidentally end your turn on the spot, like you're dead, but no biggie. That's the only slightly irritating thing, but don't be intimidated. It's only a mortar. It can't hurt you that much. Now, excuse me, I have to end the recording software quickly because I think otherwise it drops out of sync too far, which is always annoying because it has a little bug to it. Right, now what we need to do now is use Mr. Welkin. This is a weird turn, like, in terms of what we have to do here, and you'll see why. Ooh, I don't really want to view the event here, to be honest. We should be able to ignore this flower.
Hostile sighted!
And what we have to do here is a bit weird. Oh, come on, I shouldn't have been seen by that. There we go. That should be out of the way, yeah. This is a nasty one. You'll see what I mean. We might have to use one more flower or not, I don't know. Oh, come on. What we need to do is tie the morsel down here to counterattack and get this guy in there as well. Which means doing this at a really weird angle, like slightly over, like here. Might not actually be in the right place. Let's give it a go. Now Welkin hopefully will drop into the grass. He'll kill the scout. He didn't kill the scout. What a jerk. That's slightly more problematic. Ah, come on, really? Yeah. Game over. Blah, blah, blah. This is why you save it before you get started. And that's a bit unfortunate, the way it's like actually positioned there. Let's reload that. Sorry.
Here we go. Elevator. Yes.
Okay, that's a better position to be in. Let's go from there. Let's see if I can get away with this. Right, he hasn't seen us. This has gone a bit better this time. Although, oh, I'm not in a big old explodey zone, which is plus. Okay, I think we've probably got it this time. And then we can just run home free. Again, we're losing out on the scout, which is unfortunate. But hey ho, what can you do? Let's not get shot. Come on, Alicia, I believe in you. There we go. Cool. And we should be home free from here, with any luck. Enjoy the heavy editing that you avoided me doing this many times. Trust me, on the time when I practiced this, it was fine, which is incredibly annoying. Boom. My lovely little notes going, make sure I move Alicia here, make sure I move Welkin here, make sure I position myself between the two dudes so I can shoot them, and get the bloody blokey at the same time. Who knew? No, not if we want the A rank, we don't. Thing is, the A rank is worth more than the, what's-my-bobber. I'm trying to think what it's called. I should probably save it in case I stuff this. The A rank is worth more than the enemy aces are, so it's worth getting the A rank of the enemy ace. Like, if I actually have to leave him, then so be it, you know. I'd be a lot more coherent if I wasn't drinking so much wine. I keep thinking this. I'm not articulating myself very well, because I'm thinking, I think I'm a little bit drunk. It's extremely unhelpful. Never mind. Do what we can. But let's not stuff it here by standing on a landmine.
Fresh soil.
No, I don't know if we can view the event with Alicia. You can't, sadly. It really doesn't matter if we get hit by a thingy here. As long as we don't stand on the landmine. Oh no! We can make it in one turn with Welks, I think. Yeah, easily. It's a shame, we might even have made it in one turn with Alicia. What I'll do now is take Welkin in one go and move him all the way. Just in case.
Here we go.
Here we go. Right, Welks, no exploding now, that'd be really embarrassing. So, Welkin should avoid mines. There we go. Clear the area. Oh, did we manage it? Yep, there we go.
Okay, this is probably a safe distance. I wonder if Alicia's almost here.
She's right behind you, dumbass. Anyway. We shall end the turn with Velkin. And we shall finish off with Alicia, getting our A rank reasonably easily. It's a tricky mission. I'm a bit annoyed I didn't get the enemy ace, but there we go. Look at that. I would have had an extra point, probably not the ace. Oh well.
Phew. We should be safe here, at least for a little while. Let's look for a spot where we can rest.
Right. It's too dark to cover much ground even if we tried.
A rank, woo! It's not the hardest A rank in the game, it's tricky due to weird random elements like that, but if you kind of ignore the dudes, rather than what I was doing, it's probably not so bad. That's also a lot of experience and money you get for the A ranks, it's so worth going for them. You end up being probably a lot stronger than you would be. Anyway, I'll shut up.
Who'd build a cottage way out here? Not that I'm complaining or anything. How's your ankle holding up? Sorry to make you walk so far on it.
No, it's not too bad. Don't worry.
That's good. Still, let's get an herbal compress on it just in case.
It just figures you'd know about herbs, Welkin.
Herbs, damn it, herbs, not herbs. Ah, psh. Yeah, I know, American English, but whatever. I'm fussy.
Well, this here is called Aloe severa. It's a succulent in the lily family. There's a jelly substance inside its leaves that helps combat swelling.
I should start calling you Dr. Nature. Very well, Doc. I entrust my ankle's care to you.
All right, that should do it. How's it feel? A little weird?
No, it's nice and cool. Thanks, Doc.
I'm just glad we found something to help you. The pain should ease with time, too.
So, Welkin, what got you interested in nature to start with?
Well, I don't know. I guess it had a lot to do with my dad's influence.
General Gunther's?
Yeah. Whenever he came home, we'd take a trip collecting bugs in the mountains or swimming. Somewhere along the way, going on those trips turned into a love of nature for me, too.
The General out collecting bugs? That's unexpected.
Maybe so. I guess other people see him as a big, stoic military hero. He had his own share of worries, though.
Yeah?
My mom died as a casualty of the First European War. I don't think Dad ever got over the fact that he couldn't protect her. But everybody else was always praising him for being a great hero. The war won him respect and adulation, but it also cost him the love of his life. I think that always weighed on him, that question of what he fought the war for.
I had no idea.
But when he was out in the woods playing with me, he was always so bright and happy. Maybe I fell in love with nature because it always put the smile back on my dad's face.
Oh, Welkin.
I like that, there's definitely a lot more heartwarming moments and things like that, which is nice. Also, I never get this, why bring us back to the menu to watch the next cutscene? It's always a really strange thing. Not like if you're playing this for seriousness, you'd necessarily want to skip them. You kind of want to know what's going on. Oh well, whatever. I'll shut up again.
Alicia, someone's coming. Freeze!
Welkin, what?
He's badly wounded. I'm surprised he can even walk. Help me.
Welkin, do something! Well?
It's no use. The wound's way too deep.
It hurts. It's so dark. Oh, God, Mother! Mother?
It's okay. Don't be afraid. Mother's right here. Everything's fine. See?
Yes. It's...
You find the boss and Alicia?
No, still nothing.
Isara, how about you quit messing around and help us look?
The Edelweiss still requires maintenance.
Your own brother's gone missing here, and you'd rather be doing maintenance work than look?
It's because he's missing that I'm doing this. We have no idea when he'll be back, but... making sure the Edelweiss is ready for him is the best thing I can do for him now.
Not like I care either way.
Yeah, you almost had to not be a bitch for 10 seconds. Oof, that must have been hard work for you, Rosie.
I hear what you're saying, kid. Just be sure you rest up while you can. You've been working since first thing this morning. You're Squad 7's only tank pilot. If you pass out on us, we'll all tow up. Hear me? Getting a good night's rest is another thing you can do for your brother right now.
I understand. Thank you for your advice, Largo.
Oh, sure.
Oh, look at that, he's a big teddy bear. Big, grumpy, scarred, evil, shooty teddy bear. Actually, no, not evil, that's a bit tight. So, 2 more story bits to go, then we're done for the episode. The next time, which will be a lot sooner, trust me, it'll be like a week, I think. Maybe I'll make Monday's Valkyria Chronicles Day.
Welkin, I couldn't do anything for that poor man. He was lying there asking me for help, but all I could do was watch him die.
That's not true. You helped him in a way only you could, Alicia. The look on his face when he passed on wasn't one of pain.
No, I guess you're right. Thank you, Welkin. I'd always just thought of the Imperials as monsters out to kill Gallians. But they're just as human as we are, huh? With families of their own to fight for.
Yeah, they are.
It's like the war started and we all forgot that. It's so simple, but if we weren't at war, he might be back at home with his family now. Hey, Welkin. Did I ever tell you I don't have one? A family, I mean. I grew up in an orphanage. I don't even know my parents' names.
No, you didn't.
But maybe I'm actually lucky, huh? If you never have a family in the first place, you can't ever lose them. I guess being all alone has its perks.
Don't even joke about it. You know you're not alone. You've got me and Ys, everybody in Squad 7. We're all a family now, Alicia.
Squad 7? A family?
Sure. I'm the dad, you're the mom, Rosie and Isara are like daughters. And Largo is the grandpa. Come on, can't you see it?
If he heard that, you know Largo would kick your butt.
Sure, we have our share of fights, but they say that best friends fight the most, right?
Yeah.
So don't go saying you're all on your own. You hear me?
All right, Welkin. And thanks.
Huh?
Dude, what's happening? What's happening? Drama.
The helmet and rifle? They belong to Fritz, sir.
Are you two the ones who laid him to rest?
Yes.
There are signs of medical treatment inside the cabin, sir.
Why then? Explain to me the reasons you had to save his life.
He was delirious. He was crying out for his mother. We may be enemies in this war, but we all have families waiting for us at home. As a human being, I couldn't just sit by and watch a man in pain without trying to do something.
We always called him a mama's boy, sir. And now... Sorry, Fritz. I wish we could have been there for you.
And you, son, do you have a family?
Yes. I have a younger sister. And I have another sort of family as well. I have the soldiers of my squad.
I see. I have a wife and daughter back at home. I feel the same as you. My men are like a second family to me. Thank you. Thank you for honoring Fritz as you did. I'm sure his mother will appreciate it. I suppose we'll meet again on the battlefield. I'm sorry for that. You both seem like good people. For now, so long.
Well, I guess we should hurry back and join the squad.
You're right.
And that's it. So that's the story up to now, and next time we'll be tackling the main mission of this chapter, which is quite a fun one actually. I like it. I'm gonna think I will make Monday's Valkyria Chronicles Monday. I think that will be get into a routine of this and actually get it done, and so people can have an expect video on a certain day. Kind of like Koski does. He always shows me up, that bastard. No, he has a very good routine on how to do videos. And I think that's probably the right thing to do. So how about that? Let me know, please. I'd love to hear your thoughts and everything of this episode. The more comments, the better, because I kind of know who's watching, and so I'm more interested in who's interested in seeing more bits of this. I know some of you were hampering for a new part anyway. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'm extremely sorry for the delay. With me moving house and everything, it obviously set my recording equipment back a bit. It took a long time for me to set up. But I persevered, so me and my bottle of wine managed to get that sorted tonight. So, either way, thank you very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it, watching that as much as I did playing it. Thanks guys, until next time.